Hello guys, welcome back. This is the continuation of the raglan sleeve. So guys, I want you to make sure you watch the step-by-step guide on how to sew a raglan sleeve. Please make sure you watch it to the end so as not to miss any detail in it. And also make sure to like this video. Make sure to like this video. It's free of charge for you to like a video. You don't pay any money. And also make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay guys, we are going to be doing the stitching now. Please, I want you to know something. Remember, we actually did the cutting on a pattern paper. So that means you're supposed to add ½ inch allowance while tracing it on the material on the that point. As you can see what the part I'm talking about, look at it. This part is supposed to add ½ inch allowance both on the body of the material, that is the body part, and both on the sleeve part. Please make sure you add ½ inch allowance so that when you sew it, you will not be losing out any allowance. Do you guys understand? Okay, so but before we do that, there's something I really need to advise us. Before you do that, I want you to make sure, remember when we are cutting the pattern paper, we marked the front part of the sleeve and we marked the back part. Please, I want you to know that when you are coupling it on the dress, make sure that both of them matches. Use the front for the front part of the material and use the back part of the sleeve for the back part. Okay guys, let me expand it for you guys to really see. Are you seeing it? This is the part I'm going to be joining on the front. Then on this very side, I will use the back and join it. So whatever you do on this sleeve, please make sure you use the same thing you are doing on the other sleeve. Then another thing I want to let you know is that if you really want this raglan sleeve to show when sewing it, please, I want you to know that it will be better if you use a different material. Like say for example, this one we are sewing now, use a different color material, like a plain material, to make the sleeve. In that way, everybody will notice that this is a raglan sleeve. But for the sake of this particular tutorial, since I'm making use of the same material, I'll be making a design on that particular part of the raglan sleeve. Look at it. I'll be using this, like, look at what I'm going to be doing. I'll be placing it and I'll be pleating it around this part. Are you seeing it? Then later I can now take the sleeve and the couple. Do you understand? You guys already saw the video of the one I made. Yeah, from the beginning of this video, you guys saw it. Yes, so that is what we are going to be doing. So I'm going to be taking it now and I'm going to be pleating first. Look at it guys, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be pleating. Please, for you to pleat it, please, it is very important for you to know that you don't start exactly from the edge. You give excess. Look at it. You don't do it like this. Do you understand? Give excess like this. So that this will really help you, because later we are going to cut it off according to the shape of the blouse. Okay, so this is how you pleat it. Are you saying it? Okay, pleat, and this is what you do till you finish the pleating. Are you saying it? Now you have to sew. Okay, so do another pleating. Are you saying it? It's just as simple as this. Please make sure that as you are sewing this, the two edges are corresponding. Are you saying it? Okay, so this is what you do till you are done with the armholes through the okay, so when you are done, now look at what you are going to be doing now. Okay, so you have to remove the dress now. Yeah, backstitch and remove it. Okay, so I'm going to be turning it and I'm going to be showing you guys what you have to do. Are you seeing it? Everything is looking so awesome now. Okay, so you have to turn it. Now you can see the SS. Are you seeing it? First of all, use a stitch and close it. And please make sure that everything is relaxing. It's very important that when you're working on this type of material, make sure that everything, don't just start sewing. Make sure everything is relaxing. Now guys, so you have to stitch it out. Okay, when you are done, take your scissors and they cut it out. Remember the other part of the blouse, you also have to cut out the excess after stitching it very well. Okay guys, are you seeing it? This is looking so nice. Okay, now look at the part I was telling us. Look at it. Look at the excess that we brought out while sewing. So make sure you sew it out. Then after doing that, and also make sure the material is relaxing guys, it's very, very important. Okay, so after doing that, take your scissors and also do the same thing by cutting it out. And we are 100% done with the pleat around the sleeve stroke armhole side of the raglan sleeve. The next thing you have to do is to take the part of the sleeve you're supposed to be joining here, take it and join on it. It is very, very important. Okay, now look at it guys. This is the part of sleeve we are supposed to be joining. Okay, so with this pleat, you actually notice that people will know what we actually did on that part. Okay, so now take it and sew. Are you seeing? Sew with a ½ inch, because that's the allowance you actually gave. Yes, sew with ½ inch. Please, whatever you do on this particular side of the sleeve is the same thing you do on the other part. Do you understand? Okay, but first of all, I'm going to be showing us the next stage now. Are you seeing it? We're actually doing the same thing on the other part of the sleeve. So as you guys can see, we are done with this stitching. Are you seeing it? This is the part of the neck. Please, I want you to know that that is not only, yes, you have to fold it out like this. Are you seeing it? Because the other part will be sewn at the back part of the material. Are you seeing it? This is how it's supposed to look like. Yes, this is how it's supposed to look like. Yes, when you expand it, okay, now look at what we are going to be doing. We are going to be using the other part of the back. See, this part is supposed to correspond. This is the back side. Remember, the back is divided into two for zip. Okay, so use the corresponding side to sew on this particular part. Okay, please, you're actually going to do the same thing on the other part of the sleeve. Hope you guys understand. Okay, so that is what we are actually doing now. Please, while sewing it out, what I'm actually showing us here is how to sew. You have to first of all do a small stitch. Are you seeing it? Make sure that the two are equal. It is very important. Don't just start doing your sewing. When you do that, you might end up noticing that at the end of the day, one is longer than the other one. So first of all, make sure to know that both of them are equal. Then you now start sewing. And even as you are sewing, make sure you sew and I readjust again. Make sure that both are equal. Are you seeing it? Okay, now look at it. Look at how we are going to be sewing it now. It will be very simple and you are going to understand everything. Are you saying it? So small, then still make sure that both of them are equal. It is very important for you to know that. Okay, so this is what you do to finish the stitching. Please do the same thing on the other part of the sleeve. It is very, very important. Just take your time and finish the job. Please, I want you guys to make sure you like this video. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Are you seeing it? Okay, what I'm actually doing now, I'm trying to get the right placement. Are you seeing it? On the other part of the sleeve. Yes, this is the back part. Yes. Now take it and place. It's as simple as that. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now use the same method to stitch it out. Always use half inch to stitch it up. Please, whatever allowance you added while you were cutting, that is the same thing you're going to sew out. It is very important. So now all you have to do is to open all the seams and the iron. Now, as you guys can see, we are almost getting done and the dress is almost getting done. So next thing you need to do, this is the back part. Mark out 2 inches allowance, which was what we used for the zipper part. Then sew it out. Are you seeing it? That is exactly what we have actually done now. Now we are done sewing out the zipper part. Open it out and iron. Now we are locking the sleeve. Please lock with half inch. Remember when we are cutting, we gave 2 inches extra allowance for the body allowance. Just lock with half inch all through from the sleeve down to the down part of the blouse. This is what we are doing now. Are you seeing it? Which I believe that all of us know how to do this particular one. So when we are done, next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be stitching out the down part. Yes, we are going to be hemming it out. Do you guys understand? Okay, and you guys should remember that when you are hemming, you can either use double hemming, the one you fold out into two. I'm going to be showing us now. The one I call the double hemming. Look at it. When you fold once, you fold again. Are you seeing it? But for the sake of this tutorial, we're going just to be using the single hemming. That is just fold once. Are you seeing it? So this is the method we're going to be using. I'm going to be doing the stitching now. Okay, are you guys seeing it? Fold, but make sure you are stitching on the weaved part, on the overlocked part. It's very important. It helps your stitch to relax very, very well. Stitch on the part that is weaved or overlocked. Do you understand? Okay, so when you are done, guys, as you can see, we are almost there. Next thing we're going to be doing is preparing the sleeve. Remember, we are going to be putting elastic on our sleeve. The sleeve is a kind of bogus. Remember, we are going to be putting elastic. So in order for us to do that, this is the sleeve. Are you seeing it? So, and we are putting half-inch elastic. So all you need to do is to start from a point, fold 3/4. Fold 3/4. Since you are putting half-inch elastic, fold 3/4. This is what you sew. But there's a secret. As you are sewing, don't finish your stitching. All you have to make an opening, the place you are going to be putting your elastic. Do you understand? But you have to backstitch in order to make sure that that particular stitch is very secured. Now look at it. I'm sewing 3/4 inch. Okay, I'm sewing it, and when I finish, you notice that I'm still going to be leaving opening. the place we are going to be inserting our elastic with a safety pin. Okay, so this is what you do both on this sleeve and on the other sleeve. So guys, like I said, make sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe to our channel if you are new. If you are actually getting great information in this video, make sure you like it. It is free of charge. You don't pay money to do that. Now, are you guys saying it? Okay, so we are going to be using elastic of 9 inches. Are you saying it? Yes. The circumference of the place we are putting the elastic is about 14 inches. So, but since the elastic is stretchy, we are going to be using 9 inches. Yes, how do you know what to use? The place that the sleeve is going to stop, just measure the round. Yes, assuming you measure the round sleeve where the sleeve is going to stop, and it is 10 and it is 10 inches, you can actually use 8 inches. Do you understand? Minus 2. Yes, so as you guys can see, we have now used the safety pin to put the elastic, and we are inserting it through that point I told us that we have to leave a space. Okay, this is what you do. Yes, so when you are done, that is when you have brought it out from the other side. Okay, look at it, guys. We're about bringing it out from the other side. Okay, so we're almost there. So wow, we brought it out. So all you have to do is very simple. Place the two elastic together, place the two edges together, and remove the safety pin. Then take it to the machine and sew it out with 1/2 inch or 1 inch, depending on what you want to use and depending on the reason why you are using that. Okay, are you saying it? Sew it out. It's as simple as that. So after you are done sewing it out, all you need to do is to stretch out the elastic for this part just to disappear inside the 3/4 inch hemming you did. Expand it out. Are you saying it? Yeah, when you do this, you are no longer going to see that extra and your sleeve is done. Please guys, this is exactly the same thing we are going to be doing on the other part of the sleeve. Now, as you guys can see, we are done with the sleeve. So next thing we are about doing now is the neck. Are you saying it? The neck is actually a turtleneck. Are you saying it? And we prepared the band already for the neck, but I'm going to be explaining to us how we actually got this band. Do you guys understand? Okay, I've prepared it already. I'm going to be teaching us how we got this band. So let me open it up and to explain how we got this band. The width of this band is actually 4 inches. Do you understand? It is 4 inches. Yes, 4 inches. And you have to interface it. Now, the length is actually the circumference of the neck plus 5 inches. Let's say the circumference of the neck is 16 inches. Add extra 5 inches, that is the neck is 21 inches. Are you saying it? Then the width is 4 inches, like I said. The neck is 21. That is the circumference of the neck plus 5 inches. The extra is for us not to make mistakes. So that is it. So now when you are done, make sure you gum your interfacing on it. Okay, and on one part, are you saying it? Make sure you gum interfacing on it. Yes, there is a gum stay on it or hairstay, whichever one. So when you are done, all you have to do is to fold out 1/2 inch. Are you seeing what we have done now? And also fold again. Are you seeing it? But this time around, making sure you leave 1/4 inch. Yes, this enables you to sew your neck very well. Do you understand? Especially this type of turtleneck. Yes. Okay, so now we are about sewing. We are placing front to front part of the material, that is right to right part, so that when we finish sewing it will be going this way. Are you seeing it? Okay, so let's do the sewing. Let's do the sewing. We are starting from the zipper allowance side. Are you seeing it? I'm going to be sewing 1/2 inch all through. That is what I'm actually going to be doing now. I'm going to be sewing 1/2 inch all through. Okay, let's do the stitching, guys. Like I say, guys, I would like you guys to like this video because it is not easy for us to be making this video. It takes a lot of time, like it takes a lot of energy also, and it's not easy for me to even edit it for you guys. So make sure you appreciate. So when you guys are done stitching, all I want you to do is to take your scissors and cut it off. Okay, the next thing we are going to be doing, this part is very, very simple. Are you saying it? We've already folded. Yes, fold it like this, but open it up also and put a hemming gum. Are you seeing it? Open it up, put hemming gum, then close it back. Do you understand? Then iron it out, guys. This is to enable the this thing be held like film in order for you to be sewing. So when we are done hemming it out, I'm going to be showing us how to sew in front. As you guys can see, we have hemmed it out. Are you seeing it? Okay, so how do you start sewing? Now look at this thing. The strategy here is that the band is actually overlapping the point you stitched. Now look at it. Now we are going to be stitching on that same line. Are you seeing it? Please stitch exactly on that same line because it's very, very important. And make sure you don't skip anything. Are you seeing it? Make sure you give a very nice stitching and neat stitching. It is very important you do that, guys. Okay, guys, as you can see, we are almost getting done. Okay, so when you finish stitching it out, if you notice the edge part, some parts are still excess and some parts is still unkept. So all you have to do is to cut it off. Are you seeing it? When you cut it off, please take it to the weaving machine, overlocking machine, and make sure you weave it out. It is very, very important you do that. Please cut off the excess. Yes, like I said, take it to the weaving machine and weave it out. Are you seeing it on this particular edge? Weave it out because we actually weaved the body. Okay, so when we are done, now look, the next thing we are going to be doing now is to be putting the zip. Now, I believe all of you guys know how to put a zip, but this is actually how to put a zip. Yes, put the zip according to the part that we have stitched before. Remember, we ironed it, so the guide from the ironing, that is how we are putting the sleeve. You see, we are starting from the bottom. Yes, okay, now look at it. Stitch it out following the guide of that particular point which you ironed initially. So when you are done stitching it out from here, all you have to do is to start from the upper part so as to make sure that your zip, they are equal, they are starting from the same point. Okay, so when you guys are done, cut out the excess. It is very important you cut out the excess. Are you seeing it? Now we are actually sewing the other part and we are making sure both of them are equal. Yes, because I noticed that so many of us, when we finish making our zip, I noticed that the left is longer than the right or the right is longer than the left, vice versa, which is not actually good, guys. Okay, so that is it. So make sure you are done with your zip. Please take your time. As you can see, this video is fast forwarded. It's kind of, the speed is kind of, is not slow. That's all I want to say. So don't let it confuse you in any way. Are you saying it? Okay. So next thing we are going to be doing, we are going to be locking up the zip, and we are 100% ready. The dress is 100% ready to rock. So let's lock up the neck, the zip. Please, let's lock it up. It is very important we do that. Are you seeing it? It's very simple for you to lock it up. Are you seeing? Just fold the zip like this and like this. That's all. Okay, I'm still going to be working on the other one. For those that didn't really see this, or if you want to really see it very well, please make sure you go back, play it several times. That is really hard to learn. You don't watch a video once and want to learn from it. It's 100%. Are you seeing it? Look at it now. Fold, take it to the back part. Now look at it. Place your material like this, fold it. Are you seeing it? Then fold it again. It's just as simple as that. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, and I really love you guys. I really appreciate everything. I appreciate those that view my video. I appreciate those that like my video. It keeps encouraging us when we see that after creating this video that people really appreciate it. It keeps telling us that people really love what we do, so we should continue doing it. So if you have any other topic you want us to treat, I promised my students that I will actually post the sewing part of this video, so that is why I'm posting. So all you have to do is to turn the dress, then wear it and enjoy. Bye for now, and I love you all.